Hey, what's up, guys? I decided to do this Jurassic World Dominion trailer reaction. This is not something that I normally do on my channel. We are not a reaction channel. I don't really do these very often, but I have some serious thoughts on this trailer and I want to talk about it. So I decided to do a little impromptu reaction to it. I will say up top, I've already watched the trailer. I just want to get that out of the way. But I watched it multiple times, and holy crap, did I freaking love this trailer! Freaking incredible, incredible, blew me away. And I have some thoughts that I definitely want to talk about. We're gonna watch the trailer in its entirety. I have it queued up here, and I will be talking a little bit throughout. I won't talk the whole way through, but uh, bits and pieces. I've watched it about 5 times, but I haven't really sat down and gone through it, which I'm sure a lot of people will do. I'm not gonna sit there and do it frame by frame, but I eventually want to, just on my own time, do that, because there's some gorgeous shots. There's some things that you might miss in the trailer, some things to kind of look out for. So yeah, and I am a massive Jurassic Park fan. Jurassic Park's in my I think top 4 uh, favorite movies of all time. That movie absolutely blew me away ever since I saw it. Let's see, if it was released in '94, I'd be 9 years old. So yeah, so yeah, ever since I was 9 years old when I saw it in theaters. So at a probably a little too young to be going to see it, but I saw it, and yeah, it was definitely like one of my most memorable movie going experiences for sure. So I'm hoping maybe I'll get someone tuning in so we can have a little conversation. I tried to get some of my crew and friends to maybe jump on, have a little conversation about it. So if anyone's watching this and wants to even jump on, like, I'll throw you the link and you can jump on with me. But yeah, I just did it pretty impromptu. So but yeah, let's get into this thing. So I'm going to, hopefully this will work. It's my first time trying this. I'm gonna play the trailer. It's gonna be full screen, but I'm gonna unmute my mic, and hopefully you can hear me talking. I don't know because I've never done it, but anyways, and then I have thoughts about the trailer, and then I'm gonna get into some of the some upcoming movies from this year that I think have the potential to break $1 billion at the box office, or to get close. I mean, maybe even break 500,000. So I mean, 500 million. So but I feel like there's a lot of movies that'll break 500 million, but to get to that billion mark, that's tough, especially when we're kind of still sort of in a pandemic. I mean, so yeah, but I think that a movie's already back. Like, let's be real. Spider-Man: No Way Home was the movie I think that really got people back to theaters. I mean, that movie like crushed at the box office, just crushed, and it just shows you that these studios don't have to keep pushing back movies because they're making money. If it's a good movie, like, people are going to go out and see it. I think a lot of people miss the theater experience, and they miss going out and being able to see movies in the movie theater, because I'll tell you, for me personally, there's nothing in this world like going to the movie theater. Like, I love it. Like I mean, give me a huge, nice, fancy theater with recliners, but give me a simple theater like here we have, they call them dollar theaters. I don't know if you can find one for $1. You used to back in the day. I think they do have $2 theaters, but which is still cool. So yeah, so yeah, and even seeing it in those kind of like smaller kind of, where the seats aren't as cushy or whatever, it's still fun. So just, yeah, but I mean, for me, there's nothing like seeing a movie opening night in a packed house. I mean, just with all the fans who love this stuff as much as I do. So but anyways, I am gonna talk about this because I'm really trying to live my life in such a way that I embrace the things that truly make me happy, and to be like really mindful of those kinds of things, and just like, I mean, make those the focus of my life. The things that really make me happy. Family, friends, my religion, like traveling, working out, watching movies, and like bringing you all this amazing content on YouTube. So, but anyways, let's get into this. Enough going on and on from me. Let's just cue up this trailer, and I'll give you my thoughts. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear me talk during the trailer. We'll see how it works. All right, we open up to this really cool snowy scene that is freaking. You have the original Dr. Hammond from the first movie doing the voiceover. Really cool shots in the snow, like the horses too that's coming up here. Oh,
see,
you'll see.
Touch.
So gorgeous.
Is an act of sheer
I love it
will.
so much.
Life
Oh,
will find a
love
way.
every single shot of those freaking dinosaurs. Woo!
We can't keep her here forever.
If they find her, we're never gonna see her again. We gotta protect her. That's our job.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist.
Oh, that's awesome.
We created an ecological disaster.
And then a clip from that drive-in scene that was already released prior. And there they are. Yeah.
You didn't come out all
Ellie
this way just
Sadler,
to
Alan Grant.
catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
Let's go. Yeah.
We're racing toward the extinction of our species. We not only lack dominion over nature, we're subordinate to it.
Yeah. Europe. That's just the Vatican. Italy.
Come back.
I always come back.
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Don't move.
Don't move. There they are. The whole
Do they
cast
always have to
together.
go bigger?
Hold it. Boom. I mean, look at the smile on my face. I mean, I cannot stop smiling after watching that trailer. Like, oh, that trailer just everything. Oh man, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna get like teary-eyed over it. I'm getting emotional watching that and talking about it because this franchise really means a lot to me and to so many other people. Like when they first brought out that the very first movie when it first premiered, like it was incredible. Like to see dinosaurs on screen like that for the very first time. I mean, just the way that they brought them to life, so realistic, and the first Jurassic Park holds up absolutely like amazingly well, and like the special effects are just spot on. But they're, in my opinion, they're just as incredible back then as they are now. So yeah. So so I want to give my thoughts on the trailer, but also the Jurassic Park series in general. So forgive me if I'm not always looking right at the camera. I got my camera here, you can see, and then up here is where my screen is. So I'm looking kind of up a little bit. I got it hooked up to my television to have a bigger screen, but yeah. So Jurassic Park, where to be again. So I'll just say, and we'll get into the trailer here in just a minute, but like seeing the very first Jurassic Park is a movie going experience that I will never forget. Like it's probably my most memorable experience as a kid when I'm 9 years old, going to see the first Jurassic Park movie, and I remember that I went and saw it after my dad. He went to go see it, probably with my mom, and he came back and was telling me about this movie, that it's just one of the most incredible things that he's ever seen, and he was just blown away, all that stuff. And so I had to go see it. So the next day I went to this tiny little one screen theater in what used to be a small town. It is not a small town because of the population growth and the way that the town just exploded. I can't believe how big my little town of Draper, Utah, where I went to go see it, where I used to live. I was born in Utah, and the town, like if you go back, it's just massive. But I'll show you a little picture here. This is the little one screen movie theater. It's not the most clear picture in the world, but you can see the where it says Draper Theater. I took this picture earlier. Well, within the last few months, like prior, I think right before Christmas, I want to say, but yeah, it's still standing to this day. There's a lot of places I used to go, my old haunts, and places I used to visit that are not there any longer, or the buildings are used for something totally different, but the theater still goes strong. So definitely support your local theater. Like, support your local theater for sure, because I mean, during the pandemic, I know they all went through a rough time. So I mean, if movie theaters ever go away, that would be a tragedy, an absolute tragedy. I mean, like, streaming's taking over, and people are just watching these from home, and people are building these really cool home theaters that like are sometimes almost as good as what you get when you go to an actual movie theater. So but yeah, and then I want to just show, because I like to do this kind of thing. It's just me. I'll make it quick here, but this is the house that I grew up in, just like down the road and around the corner from the movie theater. And yeah, that I grew up there. There's the last place I lived in Utah. I wanted to show a little shout out that there's a movie, if you ever heard of it, called The Buttercream Gang, that was filmed right across the street from my house. And then you get the field over to the right of my house in the shot, but our house never made it in the shot. So, but if anyone wants to screenshot this, there's a plaque out front, and you can zoom it in and read it, but it tells about the history. It's now a historical location, the houses, and my parents' names are on that plaque, and they kind of talk about some of the history of it. But anyways, yeah, let's dive into this trailer, though. This trailer is just so good. And like a couple of things, because I'm trying to think about where to begin. But I mean, so you have the opening shot, like it opens in the snowy kind of I guess like some like rolling hills kind of area, like and it's really gorgeous. And then you see the snow on the backs of the dinosaurs, which is really cool. Those Allosaurus, I think you call them, the things with the long thing on the back of their head. But and then you see a Chris Pratt just riding up on freaking horses. It looks like almost like a Western with dinosaurs, which is really cool. And then you just get into all these different shots of dinosaurs all over the world. Like, the dinosaurs are out, and they're everywhere. And this is what I've been waiting for. It's the dinosaurs to just be everywhere. Like, when I first saw the second Jurassic Park movie, the Lost World, when you get to that scene kind of near the end where the T-Rex gets loose in San Diego, like I was losing my freaking mind. I thought that was the most incredible thing. Some people like say it's a little cheesy. Not me. I freaking ate that up, and I loved it. I loved every single second of it. And yeah, just like the scene where he walks by the bedroom with the little boy. I forget what the boy says, but he runs to get his parents. He's like, Dad, there's a dinosaur in my room or outside my window. And he's like, He's like, yeah, right. Go to bed, son. And then they go walk by the window, and there's a freaking T-Rex outside his window. Are you kidding me? Like, that was better than any Godzilla movie I've ever seen. Better than any monster movie. But it plays into the whole monster movie genre, which I'm a huge monster movie fan. I love Godzilla movies. I love King Kong movies. I love all that stuff. It's always a lot of fun. And so, yeah, I am like looking forward to these dinosaurs being out all over the world. You get some gorgeous shots of like them in like Italy, like probably near the Vatican is what it looks like. But just like riding motorcycles and being chased by raptors. Are you kidding me? Like, sorry, I'm like kid in a candy shop here. Like, I'm just so happy. And this is my most anticipated movie for sure. It's been my most anticipated movie of 2022 for sure for a long time. And we did tournament fights for our most anticipated movie, and for some reason people didn't back me up on this movie. I don't get it. So I mean, it's like, what do you want from a Jurassic Park movie? Like all I care about is that I go into a movie theater, shove popcorn in my face, and I see dinosaurs ripping people's heads off and destroying things and like crushing cars and just wreaking havoc. That's all that I need. I mean, it does help to have a good story with it, but I mean, I don't even need that. Like, just seeing that, like, I mean, even some of the most recent Godzilla movies, maybe the story sucked, but they were gorgeous to look at. Like, I remember seeing that trailer for I think it's the second the second movie of the most recent Godzilla series, where you see him going against Mothra, and you see that big shot of like Mothra coming down with where it's playing the Claire de Lune music. Like, I was losing my mind over that stuff. Like, that stuff is amazing. It's like, it's so fun to watch, and all the colors and things that they used were gorgeous, and the Godzilla scenes were really, really fun, really cool, and then. For me, honestly, my favorite part of going to movies are the special effects. That's my favorite part. If you nail the special effects, then everything else for me just comes secondary. Like say what you will about like Transformers movies. Like, I think that they're garbage movies. I don't care for them really. But I mean, I'll watch those things on mute or just watch them for the pure special effects alone, and they're like incredible to watch. Just like seeing what they're able to do with those movies is like really just blows my mind. If I ever had my dream job, I'd be working in a major Hollywood studio doing all those special effects and stuff. I know those jobs are near impossible to come by, but I mean, I would do it if I had the means and the way to, and I'm sure like it's never too late. Never say never. So, but yeah. So, see, like I'm trying to think. What else about this? Seeing the original cast back. Like, yes, please. Like, so we're gonna see the original cast. It's not just a cameo. It's not just Dr. Ian Malcolm in a courtroom saying like, "Don't go to the island. Bad things are gonna happen," and then you never see him again. You actually see it. Jeff Goldblum. You see Sam Neill. You see Laura Dern. You see all of them together, and they're actually doing stuff. And they're going to be a main focal point of this movie, which is awesome. And I was watching another review show earlier today where they were talking about the trailer, and somebody pointed out that like one of the things that the Star Wars movies, the new Star Wars trilogy or the most recent ones, they brought back the original cast, but you had like some like doing like one mission somewhere, someone else doing another mission. You never got a shot of all of them together. You never got that. And I think that's what like one thing that all the fans wanted to see, and like would have really like helped that franchise out a lot, because you have some nostalgia, but like we never got to see them all together. Like, I used this particular picture. Let me bring it up here because I used it for my thumbnail. Where is it? Here. Right here, because look at that. You have them all standing there. New cast meets the original cast, and they're all together. And then they say, "Don't move." You hear Dr. Grant and Chris Pratt. You hear them say it together at the same time, which is really, really fun. And yeah, like, man, like I imagine like well, like all of them are probably thrilled to be there, but I mean, I just think of Chris Pratt, like the career he's having now, that being able to like go back and do these iconic movies, Jurassic Park movies, and then team up with the original cast. Like, man, like, like, like if I could ever do something like that, like if any of us could, like I'm sure most of us would do it in a heartbeat. So, but yeah, like this trailer was just everything. Like you had great music, you had a score from Michael Giacchino on there. Like I really wish that they'd bring back John Williams. Like that, like it does need John Williams, but music was great. Like Michael Giacchino might be my like third or fourth favorite composer that's working today. Like he does some great stuff. Like I'm first came across him from Lost, and I go back to that soundtrack all the time. Like that score, I mean, like that score is incredible. It's just beautiful. Like, and the way that he treats the characters with so much respect, and each characters get their all their own theme. You know, it's like it's really cool. So yeah, yeah, if you're not gonna have either John Williams or Hans Zimmer, then you're going to have Michael Giacchino. I mean, it's the next obvious and logical choice for me anyway. So, but yeah, I mean, just like thinking of like all the different shots, that shot when the freaking like pterodactyl or whatever you want to call it, like comes down on the airplane is really, really cool. I also love the shot when the guy's in the little turnstile and the dinosaur just like clamps his jaws around it. And like one of the reasons why I'm so excited to see a dinosaur just roaming across the entire earth, because it actually puts like even more stakes. You have this whole thing where they even say in the trailer that humanity is facing their own extinction, because I mean, if dinosaurs get out, that's pretty much it for humans. I mean, it's either you kill them or they kill you, but I don't really think you're going to live in harmony too much. I mean, there's some dinosaurs that don't eat meat as much, and so maybe you live with those dinosaurs only. But I mean, if there's giant dinosaurs walking around wreaking havoc, a freaking like T-Rex walking around, and multiple of them, like who knows how many are actually out there in this movie, if it's just one or if it's like 10 or if it's hundreds of them, like who knows, like you're done for. So I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do. I like how they do say in the trailer that it's the epic conclusion to the Jurassic series. So that makes you kind of think when they say Jurassic series that like maybe they might move into like a different phase, maybe like a different time period. So this might be the end of this Jurassic series, but I think we're going to see more like movies in this universe with dinosaurs. I mean, like you make these movies and you can literally just print money hand over fist. Like it's just like makes so much money. So it's, I mean, it's a no-brainer that you make more of these things and you keep it going. So yeah, like, and then seeing that the big dinosaur like come out of the water, it pretty well basically it means that the oceans are no longer safe. I mean, you thought you weren't safe with Jaws in the freaking water. I mean, having a like megalodon or whatever you call the dinosaur in the water, like don't ever go in the ocean ever again, because like it's a death trap. So yeah, so some really cool stuff. Like man, like I am so excited. Like I'm gonna be there opening night for this thing. Hopefully, I can get together with like a couple of friends or family and like make a whole night of this thing, because it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be, oh man, I just can't wait. Like yeah, the franchise really means a lot to me. Like it's just the first time that I remember a movie absolutely blowing me away. It's not my first movie theater experience I remember. The first movie experience I remember, I had to have been like 5 or 4 going to see The Neverending Story. So I went and saw The Neverending Story. I saw 1 and 2 in theaters. So I just remember seeing that. But I mean, I'm not huge on Neverending Stories. The movies are okay, but Jurassic Park was the first one that really blew my mind. Like really, yeah, man. So yeah, like probably leading up to this, I'm gonna do a whole binge of every single Jurassic Park, Jurassic World movie, and then leading up to the Jurassic World Dominion, and then I'll get as big of a group as I possibly can and go to the theaters and watch this movie. But one of the other things that I wanted to bring up, I want to bring up the release schedule for some movies here. I have it pulled up. Let me bring it up here. Give me 1 second. So I have this thing that just shows the 41 most anticipated movies of 2022. So it's from Rotten Tomatoes. So I kind of wanted to just go through this and just break some of these down because, and let me see. We'll do that. Okay. But anyways, let me just get it displayed so I can see a little better on my screen. I really need to get a dual monitor setup, something that I'm working on because, yeah, I got to split screen it here, but it's fine. But so, yeah, we're going to go through these. And like, I just wanted to go quickly. I'm not going to dive deep, but just some movies that might, well, I think have the potential to cross over the $1 billion mark or come close to it. So, I mean, maybe those 4 right there. I mean, Scream, I can't remember what Scream made. Let me see. How much money did Scream 5 make at the box office worldwide? I saw it twice in theaters. I might even go see it one more time. Maybe I'm gonna go see the new Jackass movie this weekend. I'm really looking forward to that on Saturday. I've been busy. I haven't been able to see it yet, so I'm really looking forward to it. So it looks like it had a $24 million budget, made $121 million so far at the box office. So not bad. I mean, it definitely made a crap ton of money. So good for you, Scream 5. But yeah, we'll just go through January. We already kind of are past January, so I think that's the 355. Okay, yeah, Scream. There you go. Jackass Forever. Marry Me. I'm not. It's not a movie for me. I'll say that. Maybe for you, but not for me. Death on the Nile. No. Like, I'll just give my quick thoughts on all these as I scroll down, like a 5-10 second thoughts. So I was not a fan of The Murder on the Orient Express, so I mean, maybe I'll catch that one on streaming. Uncharted have been pretty underwhelmed by the trailers, but it is my favorite video game franchise of all time. I freaking love Uncharted. If you've never played those games, like, prepare for your mind to be blown because they are incredible. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna do that big. I'm actually like pretty worried about that movie, to be honest. Like, if it's even gonna lose money for the studio, I don't know. But the Batman. So this one, I think the Batman might be the first movie this year to cross the $1 billion mark. Like it's even being projected that it's gonna be the biggest opening for a Batman movie in history. So I mean, I would agree with that. Like, I think it's gonna, when all is said and done, when it finishes its theatrical run, it'll cross the $1 billion mark. Like, that's my prediction. So first one that's gonna cross the $1 billion mark, the Batman. So I'm really looking forward to it. Like, it has an amazing cast, and yeah, I'm just pretty excited for it, as I'm sure most people are. So that'll probably be another opening weekend. Turning Red, maybe. I mean, I don't know. Like, if the word of mouth gets out and ends up being really, really good, it could possibly come close to $1 billion. You never know. I mean, I kind of doubt it, but I mean, who knows? Lost City, no. But Morbius, no, I don't think so. But I am looking forward to Morbius. I mean, I have mixed thoughts on the trailers. I'm not a big vampire fan, so anything to do with vampires I'm not into. But it is in the Spider-Man universe, possibly maybe even the MCU. So I mean, I'll see it. probably in theaters, but it's not one that I'm racing out to see. It's not one I think it's going to come close to $1 billion. But Sonic the Hedgehog. I actually love the first Sonic movie. I think that it was a return to form for Jim Carrey. Like, he's back to his old ways, and yeah, like his old kind of goofbally, like just like classic Jim Carrey. And then I love Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic. I'm really glad that they redid the Sonic look instead of having that nightmarish look. Ugh, that would have been bad. And then James Marsden, like I thought that his back and forth with Sonic was a lot of fun. So I don't think it's gonna hit the $1 billion mark, but I think it'll do very well. Like it'll definitely cross 500,000. I think. So let's see what else we got here. Ambulance, Michael Bay film. Nah, like I'm not looking forward to that. Maybe some other people's cup of tea. And I'll probably catch it on streaming. I mean, I might. There's an outside chance I might see it in theaters if I'm bored on a weekend and just want to see a random Michael Bay film. I mean, I do love me some Jake Gyllenhaal, so I mean, I might see it in theaters, but it's not going to reach the billion. The Bad Guys, no, like that's another streaming watch for me. So unless I have some kids to take to the theater, I might go with my nieces and nephews, maybe. But The Northman is one that I am really excited for. I mean, the next Robert Eggers movie. I mean, you see the cast here: Alexander Skarsgård, Anna Taylor-Joy, Nicole Kidman, William Dafoe, Ethan Hawke, Bjork. I mean, I could care less about Bjork, but she is from Iceland, so like it makes sense to have her in there because it's a movie that takes place in Iceland, and that's where my ancestors are from. So so I'm actually really excited. I don't think this one's gonna break $1 billion, but like I am gonna see this one in theaters for sure. So yeah, this is one that like probably I'll see it with some of my family just because of our Icelandic heritage. So yeah, looking forward to that one. Legally Blonde 3, nope. I don't even know if that one's even gonna happen. Honestly, I haven't seen any trailers for it or anything. So it said Legally Blonde 3 2023. So probably not this year. But Doctor Strange. Now this one has potential. I think Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness could break $1 billion. Absolutely. I'm actually going to predict it. This is going to be another one that's going to break $1 billion. Marvel movies always perform well. I love Marvel movies. If you see my top 64 episode of Tournament Fights, you'll know that like I'm a huge Marvel fan. So like over half my list was freaking Marvel movies. So, but I actually have reworked my list. I'm going to be doing we're doing a little series where we're taking our top 128 movies so we can get a little outside our 64, and then we're going to split it into 2 episodes of 64 for a tournament fight, and then we're going to have a third episode where it's a championship match that's going to be a half match that's only going to be 32, and we're going to determine a grand champion out of all those movies. So I'm doing mine in June, so you can watch for that. And I've reworked my list a lot. I had way too many Marvel movies, comic book movies. So yeah, so just watch for that. That's coming up soon. But yeah, I think the new Doctor Strange will break $1 billion. So let's see, DC League of Super Pets. Nah, get out of here. It's another. I think this is the one with The Rock and Kevin Hart, right? I think. But yeah, I don't anticipate it breaking $1 billion, but you never know. I mean, animated movies do well. They do a lot more than what I would think. Like most animated movies, like kids go to see them, parents take their kids. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze here. I was gonna try to mute it, but false alarm. While I'm trying to find the mute button. It's a weird layout when I do solo stream. Like it displays differently than here we go. Here are all the buttons for it. But yeah, it displays differently. Let's see. I'm actually trying to fix my display here. Okay. There we go. I think I had it too zoomed in so I couldn't see my mute button, but that sneeze it's in there. So Anyways, Bob's Burgers movie, nah. Like I've only seen one episode of Bob's Burgers, and I wasn't impressed. But people seem to love this franchise enough for them to make a movie out of it. So I'm gonna go back and watch some more Bob's Burgers for sure, and see it if I'm missing out on something. So, yeah, like H. John Benjamin, the voice of Archer, too. I'm a big fan of his. So we'll see. We'll see. It's not going to break a billion, but it's. I mean, I'll probably check it out. Top Gun Maverick. Here's one that actually has potential to break $1 billion. Like I'm actually really excited. I don't want to move my camera too much, but I mean, just off screen to the left, I've shown it on some of my other shows that I do. But I have a Top Gun Maverick that says release date 2020. Here we are in 2022. So yeah, that never happened. And I mean, I think it was originally slated for like 2019. I think it's been pushed back a lot. So, but yeah, it's finally going to be released, and I think it'll do big. I'm going to predict it. It's going to break $1 billion. So that'll be Top Gun Maverick. This one has the most outside chance of anything. Like, I mean, if it does, it'll barely eke its way there. I mean, it may just make it just under $1 billion. We'll see. But let's see. Jurassic World Dominion. I mean, that's why we're here. It's going to break $1 billion, hands down. I mean, if it doesn't, I'll be shocked. So it's going to be huge, huge numbers. Like I'm going to predict it's going to be in like the highest grossing movies of all time and break the top 10. So that's my prediction. We'll see, because I think there's a couple of Jurassic Park movies in there. Like Jurassic World is in the top 10, I think. So yeah, like, yeah. That one's kind of a no-brainer. And you have Lightyear. This one has potential. This one could break $1 billion. Could. I mean, we could see a lot of movies coming close to $1 billion. It's going to be a huge year, because now we're getting all these movies that were pushed back because of the pandemic, and movies that just couldn't get made, or the studios decided to take their time putting these out because of the pandemic. So they're finally getting released. So it's going to be a huge year if you look at all these movies. And I'm only talking about the big movies. I'm not talking about the like all the other like hundreds of movies that are going to be released. So yeah, let's see. We got an Elvis movie coming out. Like I'll probably catch that on streaming. Let's see. And Minions Rise of Gru. I mean, like I'll see it in theaters because, well, actually, no, this is Minions, huh? Oh, yeah. I was thinking that it might be a Despicable Me movie. No, but this is Minions. So actually, I'm not going to see it in theaters because I don't like the Minions movies. They're going to be front and center. If you put the Minions front and center, like it just doesn't work. They work better as side characters. I've always said that. So, but if it was a Despicable Me movie, I'd see it in theaters. But this one, I'll probably catch it on streaming. I mean, I'll watch it, but I'm not the biggest Minions fan. So, but let's see. We got Thor: Love and Thunder. There's another one that could break $1 billion. So, I mean, I think at this point, like every Marvel movie is gonna break $1 billion pretty much. So you can just pretty much count on it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So they're gonna bring back Natalie Portman. I've even heard she might be Lady Thor. So yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun, especially with my favorite director of all time, Taika Waititi, directing this thing again. I know some people like Thor Ragnarok was a very polarizing movie. I know some people loved it, some people didn't because it was too jokey, kind of like dumbed down the Thor character a little bit, kind of like, I don't know, just like just kind of lost touch with the grittiness and all the mythology of Thor and stuff. I don't think so. I absolutely love Thor Ragnarok, so I'm looking forward to Thor: Love and Thunder. So that's just me. Fantastic piece. Sorry, the Secrets of Dumbledore is a movie that I don't know why they're even making, because the second one, which I can't even remember, Crimes of Grindelwald or whatever, was absolutely atrocious. Like I hate that movie like with a passion. Like that movie, like I've talked about how it made me physically angry in the theater, and yeah, like no. Like I do not care about this movie. I'm skipping this movie in theaters unless for some reason I have a group of family and friends that are just dying to see it and ask me to come along. Sure, I'll come along, but I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna watch this on streaming. Honestly, I don't care about anything in the Fantastic Beasts world. Like, get out of here. Like, I've been saying for a while that they need to make a Harry Potter series, and like I think one of the cool stories that they could do that they could go back to the time that Harry Potter's parents went to school, and you have like a young Professor Snape, and you have Lily and James in school, and you find out how they made the Marauders map and like how they mapped all that out and like all the lore and mythology that went into all of that. That could make for a really cool series. I think. Why HBO has not announced the Harry Potter series yet when Amazon's already doing Lord of the Rings and it looks incredible. They just released some pictures from the Vanity Fair photo shoot for the new Lord of the Rings series over on Amazon, and they look gorgeous. They look like really, really cool. So if you get a chance to go check out those Vanity Fair pictures, they're on the website. You can just Google it and you'll find them there. But then you have the movie Nope, which it doesn't show the title here for some reason, but it's Nope. That's going to be the new Jordan Peele movie, which actually they're going to have a trailer during the Super Bowl. So I'll be watching for that. Like, I don't care about the teams in the Super Bowl this year. I mean, the Rams are probably closer to home than the Bengals, but the Bengals are the underdogs. So I don't know who I'm going to root for because I don't care about these two teams. So I might even just watch the game and fast forward the game and just watch the commercials. So, I mean, we'll see. And I'm actually looking forward to the halftime show too. They got Snoop Dogg and Eminem and Dr. Dre. I mean, hell yes. Like that fits me. It doesn't fit a lot of people, but it fits me versus a lot of kind of dopier halftime shows that they've had in the past. So yeah, like I'm looking forward to that. So, but also I'm looking forward to having a party and just eating a bunch of food. I'm gonna make every year for the Super Bowl. I make some baked chicken nachos with homemade tortilla chips that are like really, really good. There's a YouTuber called Chef Nico. He's from Australia and he's got the recipe on lockdown over there. He's a great chef. I get a lot of my recipes from him, and so I'm gonna make that and probably some wings. Got to have wings, you know. So yeah, I'll be doing that. But anyways, Black Adam. I don't think it's gonna make $1 billion, but I think it's gonna be big. It could come close, but I don't think it'll cross that threshold. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see it in theaters for sure. It's not one of my like top 10 movies I'm looking forward to, but I'm gonna see it in theaters. I mean, let's get that straight. I mean, I'll see it in theaters. So, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm a massive Spider-Man fan. I mean, you can reach like 2 feet in any direction, and I have something Spider-Man related like everywhere. So it's all over. I don't want to mess with my camera, but if you were to pan around the room, I got Spider-Man here, like some pop figures. I mean, yeah, so it's everywhere. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I really did like the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. The animation kind of gave me a bit of a headache. I kind of don't care for the animation style, but everything else about the movie was great. So I'm looking forward to it. And it's part 1, so we're going to get a part 2. Hopefully they do Madam Web. Like I've heard the rumors are going to do Madam Web. I don't know if they'll do her in this Spider-Man or the live action one with Tom Holland. I haven't really kept up on that news, but there's that. So yeah, I mean, I'll see that in theaters for sure. I mean, it looks cool. Like I love all the neon colors and all that stuff that goes along with it. So hopefully it won't give me a headache this time. Maybe I'll take some motion sickness pills before I go in or something. But Halloween Ends. Like I'm a massive Halloween fan. It's my it was my favorite horror movie of all time, the original Halloween from '78. But I've since re-evaluated and I did a rewatch of all the Scream movies before the Scream 5 came out, and I think the original Scream's probably my favorite horror movie and that franchise as a whole is. But Halloween's right up there. It's my second favorite movie of all time. I mean, they're neck and neck. It actually kind of depends on the day. They kind of like flip flop. But yeah, I'd say that I'm really looking forward to Halloween ends and see how this all ends and see if it's actually going to end. They're going to kill off Michael Myers, figure out a way for him to finally die and end the franchise, or they're going to, like, maybe years down the road we'll get more. I imagine we will at some point, but yeah. Let's see what else we got. The Flash. I think the Flash might have potential to break $1 billion because, I mean, having Michael Keaton come back, Ben Affleck. I mean, just seeing some of them in this movie's fun. Like I'm actually pretty excited to see Michael Keaton put on the bat cowl again and to see him back in the suit. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, and out of any DC character, the Flash has always been one of my favorites because I love how he can like work with different universes, like or like multiverses. There's like different Earths that he travels to, and like how he can like run so fast he can go back in time or in the future, that kind of thing. And so yeah, I actually have a whole bunch of the Flash comics. I read through the entire Flashpoint series because I'm more of a Marvel guy. I grew up reading Marvel comics, but if there's any two DC comics that I'll read, it's the Flash and Batman. So those two characters I really gravitate towards. And I guess Ezra Miller, like whatever Ezra Miller freaking did, like we saw that video of him maybe assaulting some woman. Maybe like it was out of context and we didn't know what was happening, and maybe it didn't, like what we thought was happening wasn't happening, but he's in it and he's here to stay. And I actually like Ezra Miller as the Flash. I think he does a really good job. So I mean, sure, like why not keep him? We have the next Black Panther movie, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, which I'm sad we're not gonna have Chadwick Boseman. No Chadwick, but like that makes me really sad. Oh man, it's just an incredible actor that died way too soon, and even his last movie, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, he was just given a performance of a lifetime, and he wasn't even the top billed actor in the movie. So yeah, I mean, I would, man, yeah. It's gonna be a little weird not seeing him there. I think though the movie still has a potential. I kind of feel like this might be the one Marvel movie that might not break $1 billion. I don't know. I know people who aren't. Well, several people that aren't huge on the Black Panther series. So I mean, I am. Like I'm huge on it. I thought Black Panther was great, and what it did for that culture of people. I mean, obviously I'm not black, but I mean, I just put myself in their shoes and being able to see their entire culture showcased in that such a way, it just seemed really, really fun and cool. So yeah, like I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'll see every Marvel movie in theaters. So I mean, you know me, I'm a huge Marvel guy. So yeah, but we got Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. So this one has potential too. It could get close. I mean, I know some huge Jason Momoa fans that would go see this for just him alone, and whether or not it's a DC movie. But yeah, and like I actually really liked the first Aquaman movie. I like the stuff outside of the water when like him and Amber Heard. I mean, the less said about her, the better. But when they're going around like it's in some kind of Indiana Jones movie with really cool effects and stuff. I loved all the fight scenes and that kind of stuff when he's fighting like Manta and like all the little minions and all that stuff. It was a fun time. So, I mean, did I love that movie? I wouldn't say love, but I really, really liked it. So, yeah, I mean, I'll see it. It has potential to break $1 billion. I don't know if it will, but it could. And we have Avatar 2. If it actually happens, it actually freaking gets released and doesn't get pushed back another year. But I don't know how many Avatar sequels we're going to get. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Or like whatever are in the works. Like I roll my eyes at it because like I don't care about Avatar. I never liked the first one. The first one was actually kind of dumb. Like if I'm being honest, like weird concept. I mean, it's kind of cool to look at all the colors, But it's like James Cameron, just like do something, uh, something original. Like don't waste your time. Like you're getting older, and like all your movies like are like in the top 10 highest grossing of all time. Go do something else. Like we don't need any more Avatar movies. Who's clamoring for more Avatar movies? Not many people. So it's like, or like go back and like do a proper Terminator movie. Like I don't know, or like do an Aliens movie, or like I mean, really just do something original is what I'd like to see. But I mean, who knows? I mean, I could go to the theaters and I could be blown away by these sequels to Avatar. I doubt it, but like it's probably one that like I don't know if I'm gonna see in theaters. It's one of those ones where it's like if I'm bored on a weekend and I have nothing going on, sure I might go see it in theaters, but I'm not really dying to go out and see this movie. So yeah. And then we have the Mario movie. So the Mario movie, I'm actually really looking forward to it because I'm a massive Super Mario fan. Like I have my Switch just sitting right off camera. I haven't been able to play it as much as I like because I'm freaking busy, but I love the Mario series, and I'm excited to see an animated movie. I mean, I think that hopefully they find a way to make Chris Pratt actually sound like Mario, and it's not just Chris Pratt's voice doing it. Like it probably will be, but and I forget the guy who the name of the guy who does the original Mario voice, but he's supposed to be in the movie too, kind of like helping out with some voiceover work. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm really stoked for the like Mario Land they're building down at Universal. I think that's going to be really cool when it's done. The one in Japan looks freaking insane. Like it looks really cool. I really want to go on that Mario Kart ride and go to the Mario themed shops and restaurants and all that stuff. So yeah, like I'm a huge Mario fan. I don't think it's going to break $1 billion. I think it might do along the lines of Sonic. So it might be in kind of like similar in a similar vein. So and then you have these TBD. You got a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie, which I'm actually excited to see Andy Samberg and John Mulaney doing Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. I grew up watching the Disney afternoon stuff, and all the Chip and Dale's was up there. One of my favorites with Darkwing Duck and Tailspin and DuckTales, all that stuff. So it's a fun time. And even Gargoyles, I got to mention that because that was definitely part of it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm excited for it. It's not going to make $1 billion. It won't, but it'll. I don't know if it's even going to make that much money. Who knows? We'll see. We'll probably get a lot of the like my age people who like remember the nostalgia and like want to go back and see more in that world. So yeah, directed by Akiva Schaffer. So like yeah, I mean I'm going to see it in theaters. Sesame Street movie is not for me. I grew up on the street. I'm like I was raised on the street, Sesame Street. So if I have some kids, I might make an excuse to like take them to the movies and see Sesame Street, so I can have an excuse to watch Sesame Street again. But if I don't have kids, I'm not going to see it in theaters. I'm not going to be the weird, creepy adult sitting in the back with a bunch of kids. So, but yeah, it says Anne Hathaway's in this thing, Bo Burnham, and Chance the Rapper. Interesting for a Sesame Street movie. But yeah, what else we got? Oh, we got freaking Hocus Pocus 2. Don't hold your breath. I mean, I guess it's gonna come out on Disney Plus. Probably won't be it won't be in theaters. It won't. But yeah, I don't care about this. Some people might. I don't. Deep Water. It's a Ben Affleck movie. Cheaper by the Dozen, which I already saw the trailers. And I'll be honest, it actually looks fun. The Cheaper by the Dozen series. So who knows? None of this. I don't think anything else. I mentioned everything that's going to cross $1 billion. It's like maybe 5 movies this year, but that could have that potential. So I'm just and that's everything. So yeah, that'll do. I just wanted to like make it quick. Just have a little quick thing to say about all these movies. So that's that. That'll do it for those movies and this reaction video to the new Jurassic Park trailer. It was a little longer than I thought. I decided to just kind of go wild and just go through those movies I thought might reach $1 billion at the box office. So yeah, that's that. Oh, and shout out to April is in the chat. How's it going? Good to see you there. And yeah, that'll do it. So I maybe might put a little caveat. I might say like reaction and like 2022 movie breakdown or something like that. I'll come up with the title that tells you it's more than just a reaction. But anyways, I've got to go back to work. So I will catch you guys all later.